And now we move on to Tuesday. All right, well, Tuesday is out of season and we're focusing on the upper body. Again, it allows players to develop more power on the swing and maintain stamina. So, with that being said, first warm-ups are jogging, wrist rotations, and elbow rotations. All right, with that, it has upper body stretching with jogs. We have wrist rotations and elbow rotations, which allows to warm up the essential muscles needed for today's exercise. All right, so we're going to move on to the main lifts. We're going to start with the half kneeling landmine press. The half kneeling landmine press increases shoulder stability, strength, and core stability. And then we move on to the physio ball bench press. It's like a bench press, but instead of the bench, it's on top of a ball, like a big physio ball. So it's a great way to get the upper body strength with the arms and core stability, because you no longer are relying on a bench that is already nailed to the ground. And then we have bend over row, which is great for tennis players because it strengthens the shoulder and improves shoulder joint to decrease risk of injury, because you can imagine the amount of times that they have to engage their shoulders to hit the tennis ball. So then we move down to the obliques. And all of these exercises do strengthen the obliques. With tennis, there is a lot of change in direction. And not only do you have to focus on your footwork, but you also have to be ready to make the quick movements, and your body has to be ready for it as well. So by strengthening the obliques, we improve tennis performance through increase in rotational power. So you have reverse crunch, side planks, and Russian twists. And for the cool down, we do simple shoulder stretches, which again, we don't want a tight shoulder, so we're going to do shoulder rotations, and then for push-ups, it warms up the arms and cores so they don't get too tight. Okay, next we have Wednesday. So Wednesday is agility and flexibility, which is our two great exercises, and I kind of put them together because they kind of can go hand in hand with certain exercises. So both agility and flexibility allows players to develop a good range of motion and to be able to increase in power, because that's great if you can develop that good strength and range of motion. And the flexibility aspect does decrease risk for injuries. So we go down here. Alright, so Wednesday is agility and flexibility. The warm-ups, again, are designed to stretch the primary movers in today's workouts, and all of them have flexibility and agility movements incorporated into the warm-up. So you had side-to-side shuffles, picking apples, and karaoke steps. Main drills focus on agility. They are footwork-based exercises. They help the players to develop patterns and to recognize patterns when it comes to changing directions, because again, you cannot really train reaction time, but you can identify patterns and develop ways how to overcome a pattern. Then you have yoga again. We have the accessory drills, which again, footwork. We have skaters and lateral cone slalom. Both of those are based on footwork, and that does pertain to agility. And then a great way to incorporate flexibility is through the cool down yoga that I mentioned earlier. We have 3. We have pigeon pose, kneeling east-west, and T-warrior pose. So pigeon pose helps with tightness in the muscles. We have kneeling east-west, aka known as the kneeling side angle, which increases the flexibility of the muscles in the spine, the intercostal muscles. In the rib cage, the core muscles, and it also strengthens the upper body and quads. We have It also is known to reduce fatigue and assist in coordination as well, which is a good thing. And then we also have the T warrior pose, which again strengthens your shoulders, arms, legs, ankles, and back. And it opens your hips and lungs, which is good, and improves in the stability and balance. All right, we have Thursday, which is day 2 of interval training, and I emphasize interval training because there is not a lot of matches being played during this time, so there's not really a lot of ways you can mimic a match out of season, so it's important to incorporate exercises that mimic the performance. So they're very reliable, and when it comes to training out of season in a lot of sports, but definitely tennis. And again, they improve aerobic capacity without compromising power and strength performance. Okay, we have warm-ups. We have lateral shuffle jump, and we have suicide sprints. Again, to mimic today's workouts and to kind of get the whole entire body warmed up and to increase your heart rate a little bit. Which is done by suicide sprints and the lateral shuffle jump. And then we move on to the main list with our squat jumps, T endurance drills, vertical jump with medicine ball. You can do a regular vertical jump, but I decided to add a little weight on it with just a regular medicine ball, because why not? The main lifts are designed to elevate the heart rate while strengthening some key major muscles. So squat jumps increases your explosive power and improve upper body strength. T endurance drills incorporate a variety of training which helps with endurance, agility, and coordination. Alright. And next we have the low impact interval training, which to me it's low impact because it doesn't really train a specific group, but it's a great way to get endurance training and skill and build a skill. Using the ball machine, we want to get a good bout of rackets, hitting the balls, contact, and this helps build endurance and allows for quicker recovery time while improving skills. So when you're used to it, you can be able to recover quicker when it comes to the actual matches. Then we have the cool down as being a jog and a brisk walk. Again, cool down, you don't want to do anything too much, but you still want to get your body engaging in some type of warming of the muscles. And last, we have the Friday out of season. This is our last, and lower body strength. I placed this last because I did wanted to do 2 interval trainings throughout the week, and it only left room for lower body strength to be on Friday. And again, lower body extra strength training improves in explosiveness that comes from leg strength and improve in balance and stability. Alright, so all warm-ups again are specific to the days of the workout. So we have 3 of those: walking calf stretch, walking lunges, high step trunk rotation. Walking calves does exactly what it says. It stretches the calves. We have walking lunges, which warms up the core, hips, and glutes. And we have high step trunk rotation, which increases spine and hip flexibility, which is very important in tennis, allowing for better mobility. All the main lifts are all machine related, which is why they are grouped in the main lifts and are categorized. For me, I place them by most demanding to least demanding on the legs. Stiff leg deadlifts and does increase muscle growth in the legs, which can improve in balance and core strength. You have the wall sit, which engages the core and helps build endurance in the glute and calves, and it also decreases the risk of injury due to its isometric component on the ankles and the joints. And then you have the last main lift, which is the dumbbell calf raise, which further strengthens the calves and joints and helps to improve your ankles and prevent further injuries. And then you have the final main component, which is no weights involved, but it's still a lower body strengthening exercises. Their split squat is a leg strengthening exercise, 100%. Glute bridges are helpful because they exercise the glutes, because there are primary movers when it comes to a lot of things. When you do exercise the glutes, you can help further increase your speed, agility, explosiveness, and power, which is all definite components of tennis when it comes to performance. And you do have the side and lateral lunge, which improves body stability, flexibility, and range of motions, especially if you guys see a lot of the open stance positions. And it kind of does mimic the same exact stance that they would do on the tennis match. Again, all of these exercises does mimic what the athletes are experiencing in the real-based setting. And then we have our cool downs. Our cool downs are a conclusion. I actually did a cool down that incorporates the entire week of exercises. Butt kicks are for the lower body, push-ups are for core and arms, and the trunks are for the hips, and it does have a core component to it. So that concludes the in and out of season workouts for tennis players in college, and I hope you guys enjoy and learn some exercises. Thank you.